Hello, meet Sophia. Sophia was just an ordinary woman living a normal life. She had a family, a job, and a loving boyfriend who supported her during her rough times. However, one day she learned that the stage 3 breast cancer had come back, a terrible disease that no one should ever have to face. The diagnosis was a shock, a total shock to Sophia, and Sophia was devastated. She cried for hours and stared at the whiteboard that represented her mortality. She thought, how about her life? How would her life change? And how unprepared she was for this. She wished for a second chance to do things right. Sophia turned to her boyfriend and confided in him. She told him everything, and he hugged her tightly, holding her head and telling her that he would always be there for her no matter what. Sophia felt grateful for the love and support of her boyfriend. Shortly after the diagnosis, Sophia decided to get into remission. She underwent a mastectomy and intense chemo treatments. She was admitted to the hospital almost every week, and the pain and exhaustion were difficult to bear. But she managed to keep her spirits up and focused on living day by day. One day, Sophia got a chance to perform on stage. She had always loved to sing and play her guitar, and the thoughts of performing brought her joy. It was a fundraiser for a cancer center, and she sang a few songs, including Lullaby, a lullaby that she had written for her newborn daughter. As she sang, she felt a connection with the audience. She knew that her cancer was not their concern, but they were there to support her nonetheless. She sensed their love and generosity, and it made her happy. She realized that whatever challenges she faced, she would find a way to stay positive and joyful. She made a promise to herself to never let cancer define her or take control of her life. She knew that there was a lot more to her than just her cancer. Over time, Sophia's treatments became less intense, and she began to feel healthier. She started traveling, singing at different venues, and reconnecting with old friends. She found a new love for music, and it became her therapy when she felt sad or lonely. One day, as she walked in the park, a young girl approached her. She was in kindergarten, and her name was Lily. Sophia smiled at the little girl and told her that she loved her song. She asked Lily to sing her a song, and the little girl sang a beautiful lullaby. Sophia felt the connection to the little girl and realized how beautiful life was. She knew that there were many more incredible moments ahead, and she would not let cancer define her. The performance on stage was the last thing Sophia wanted to do, but she knew that she needed to do it to get the money for her treatment. She sang her heart out and felt exhilarated by the love and support of the audience. As she finished the last note, she heard her little girl in the front row whisper, "It's beautiful." Sophia felt a twinge of tears in her heart as she realized that not just the audience, but also a little girl who was hearing her for the first time had found happiness in her performance. Sophia returned home after the performance, exhausted but happy. She knew that she had found a new happiness in her cancer, and that was all she needed. She hugged her boyfriend and thanked him for being there for her through everything, and she smiled, knowing that they would continue to find happiness in each other's lives. Years later, Sophia would sing at more fundraisers and would find that even through cancer, it could be a disease. It could also be a pathway to joy and happiness. You guys, I'm sharing this story about Sophia and her journey in this little short story that I wrote because I want you all to understand this. Cancer does not define your days that are ahead. It may be a terminally ill disease, but it does not terminate your life that you still have. Find some joy in the life that you still have here. Find a way to perform your greatest while you still have this time. Don't let a diagnosis stop you from living a wonderful life. You still have life in you. Let that life that you live be a life of joy and happiness. Find your joy today. Thank you for listening to my video. Thank you so much for sharing my channel. And I pray that you will find the joy and strength that you need to not only get yourselves through this time, but to also help others in your family and those that you may meet along the way. You can also do that by sharing this video with them. They may need to hear these encouraging words also. Thank you again, and thank you again for listening to my channel here at the Juice Radio and Talk Show. Please have a very blessed day.